What appears to be a major turnaround on Greenland. President Trump on the world stage in front of America's allies today. The president with scathing words for them at times, then later emerging from a meeting, the president claiming they had just reached a deal, a concept of a deal, he later said. He was asked, does it still mean the U.S. will own Greenland? His long pause and what he then said. Rachel Scott from Switzerland tonight.
Tonight, a remarkable turnaround. After weeks of declaring the U.S. must own Greenland, President Trump now backing off his threats to take Greenland by force and slap hefty tariffs on European allies standing in his way. The president announcing he had reached a, quote, framework of a deal with the Secretary General of NATO. But when asked if it means the U.S. will now own Greenland, he wouldn't say.
Does it still include the United States having ownership of Greenland like you said you wanted?
It's a long-term deal. It's the ultimate long-term deal. I think it puts everybody in a really good position, especially as it pertains to security and minerals and other minerals.
It came just hours after President Trump told a crowd of international leaders he would not use the military to seize Greenland.
We probably won't get anything unless I decide to use excessive strength and force, where we would be, frankly, unstoppable. But I won't do that. Okay? Now everyone's saying, oh, good. That's probably the biggest statement I made, because people thought I would use force.
In his winding speech, the president heaping scorn on Europe.
Without us, most of the countries don't even work.
Attacking European leaders for uniting in support of Denmark, which owns Greenland and says it's not for sale. President Trump's threat to impose tariffs on NATO allies causing the Dow to plunge 870 points yesterday. A drop he acknowledged today in comments where he repeatedly confused Greenland with the country of Iceland.
They're not there for us on Iceland, that I can tell you. I mean, our stock market took the first dip yesterday because of Iceland. So Iceland's already cost us a lot of money.
By the end of the day, the president dropping his tariff threat too, when he announced that framework of a deal. But President Trump providing no specifics, later referring to the framework as a concept.
Well, we have a concept of a deal. I think it's going to be a very good deal for the United States, also for them.
And David, we're still waiting for a lot of details here, but it's clear whatever is in this framework, it does not include the United States owning Greenland. Tonight, Denmark says it's time to sit down to address America's security concerns in the Arctic, while also respecting the red lines of the Kingdom of Denmark. David.
Rachel Scott traveling with the president. Rachel, thank you.